Have you ever really stopped to think about what the future of air combat is going to look like? Well, we're right in the middle of this profound shift, moving away from the era of the human pilot and into a future that's, well, dominated by something else entirely, artificial intelligence. So just picture this for a second. A sky where fighter jets are talking to each other in a language of pure data, making strategic calls and pulling off insane maneuvers in perfect sync. This isn't some far-off sci-fi movie scene. This is the reality of air combat that's unfolding right now.
And this new reality, it totally challenges that classic image we all have of aerial warfare. For decades, we've been sold this myth of the lone Maverick pilot. But honestly, that whole idea is quickly becoming a relic.
I mean, we've all seen movies like Top Gun, right? Where the hero pilot saves the day with just incredible skill and pure gut instinct. But what if the future of air combat has less to do with human courage and way more to do with the processing power of an algorithm? There's a silent revolution happening, and it is changing absolutely everything.
So, what's really driving this revolution? Well, it boils down to a fundamental problem that no human pilot, I don't care how skilled they are, can solve on their own. And that problem is an overwhelming, nonstop flood of information.
See, a modern fighter jet isn't just an aircraft anymore. It's more like a flying supercomputer. Its sensors can generate terabytes of data every single second. To put that into perspective, that's like downloading hundreds of HD movies every second. It's just a digital storm of information, radar, thermal imaging, enemy signals, you name it. Which, leads to the most important question. How can a human brain possibly process all of that, make sense of it, and then make a life or death decision in a split second? The truth is, our brains just aren't wired for that kind of insane data overload.
And this is exactly where AI steps in as the ultimate co-pilot. It can instantly sift through that mountain of data to pinpoint threats, figure out an enemy's next move, and even suggest the absolute best course of action. It gives a tactical advantage that's just unprecedented. But this tech isn't just about making one plane smarter. No, it's about the power of the whole network. And that's leading to the rise of something that is a true game changer: autonomous drone swarms. So, instead of thinking about a single pilot in a single jet, AI lets entire fleets of drones talk to each other and act as one single coordinated mind. They're sharing data, they're assigning tasks, and they're pulling off complex strategies without any direct human controlling each and every move.
This is what's known as the swarm effect. It's kind of like a hive of bees, right? Each one works in perfect harmony with all the others for a common goal. A defense system that's built to track a handful of jets, well, it just can't cope with hundreds of targets moving and thinking together.
Okay, but as AI takes on more and more of these responsibilities in the air, it brings up some really complicated questions. This gets us into what's called the human-machine paradox. And it's all about one thing: who's really in control? And here it is, the central ethical dilemma everyone is debating right now. If an autonomous system makes a mistake, a fatal one, who's responsible? The person who wrote the code, the commander who sent it out, the machine itself? These are seriously complex questions, and there are no easy answers. So the key here isn't really about replacing humans completely. It's about using the unique strengths that each one brings to the fight. Humans, we provide the moral compass, the big picture strategy, and that ability to adapt to something totally unexpected. AI, on the other hand, brings lightning-fast processing speed, real-time analysis, and a kind of flawless precision that humans just can't match. Because of all that, the future here isn't about replacement. It's about creating a seamless partnership, a team between human and machine. The AI handles the data overload, while the human provides that critical oversight and makes the final strategic calls. So what does all this mean for the big picture? It means the very definition of what it takes to control the skies is being rewritten from the ground up. We're entering a whole new kind of arms race. The future of who wins in the air might not be decided by the pilot with the steadiest hand, but by the nation with the smartest and most adaptive algorithm. So here's the ultimate takeaway. Winning in the air isn't just about having the best planes or the best trained pilots anymore. It's about who has the superior algorithm and the most intelligent network. The battles of tomorrow could be won or lost before a single jet even gets off the ground. And that leaves us with one final and really critical question to think about. As code starts to replace courage as the deciding factor in air power, are we actually creating a safer world? Or are we just paving the way for a new kind of warfare? One that's faster, deadlier, and way more unpredictable than anything we've ever seen before?